Every year, we celebrate Christmas on December 25th, believing Jesus was born on this date. But the Gospels don't mention this date as the day of Jesus' birth. So why do we celebrate on this day? More importantly, when was Jesus really born? Pay attention. The Bible holds 7 clues about his true birth date, and today, we're diving deep to unravel one of history's greatest mysteries, the census. In the Gospel of Luke, it tells us that Caesar Augustus decreed a census. The Romans used censuses to control the population, ensuring no one escaped their tax system. But God used this to fulfill his prophecy. Joseph, a descendant of David, traveled to Bethlehem with Mary, who was about to give birth. Though this journey seemed impossible, it was divinely orchestrated. Micah had prophesied over 700 years before that the Messiah would come from Bethlehem, and this decree made it happen. The timing of this census suggests that Jesus was likely born not in midwinter but during spring or fall, when travel was easier. John the Baptist's father, Zechariah, a priest, served in the temple during a specific period. His division of priests served in May or June, and it was during this time that Zechariah received the angel's message that his wife, Elizabeth, would bear a son, John the Baptist. 6 months later, the angel Gabriel visited Mary, announcing that she would conceive Jesus. From this, we deduce that Jesus was likely conceived between November and December, meaning his birth would have been in September or October, the Feast of Tabernacles. This Jewish festival celebrates when God dwelled among the Israelites during the Exodus. In the Gospel of John, it's written that the Word became flesh and made his dwelling among us. The Greek word for dwelling can also mean tabernacle. Could it be that Jesus was born during this festival? It's a powerful thought, as the Feast of Tabernacles symbolizes God's presence with his people. The shepherds. On the night of Jesus' birth, shepherds were in the fields, watching their flocks. But in December, the weather in Judea is cold and rainy, making it unlikely that shepherds would be in the open fields at night. This suggests that Jesus was likely born in a warmer season, like spring, summer, or fall. The Star of Bethlehem. The Magi saw a star that led them to Jesus. Some believe it was a planetary conjunction, while others think it could have been a nova or comet. Regardless, this star was a supernatural sign. It wasn't just a celestial event. It was a message from God. The star announced that the Savior had arrived. Herod and the massacre of the innocents. When Herod heard about the birth of Jesus, he ordered the massacre of all boys under 2. This brutal act allows us to place Jesus' birth between 6 and 4 BC. Herod's reaction was typical of his paranoia, but it also set the stage for another prophecy to be fulfilled. Joseph, warned by an angel, fled with Mary and Jesus to Egypt, escaping Herod's wrath. Through all these clues, we see God's perfect plan unfolding, even in the darkest moments. The birth of Jesus wasn't an isolated event. It was intricately tied to prophecy and divine timing. The truth behind the date of Jesus' birth might surprise you, but one thing is certain: everything in God's plan is precisely calculated.